Hi everyone and welcome into my FlatOut series part 12, trying to complete the career mode. In the last part I managed to fit in 5 races. Normally I show 4 races. The reason is because there's not a lot of action in each race. They were quite boring, but I'm still progressing through the career mode. There's only 3 races left in this career mode. In the mod shop I buy some more horsepower and some better tyres. I get a very lucky break at the first corner and I take the lead. A minute in, I'm lucky not to crash into the tree or splash into the water. In lap 2 I crash into a barrier and lose my top spot. I take the lead back early on in lap 3 and halfway into the lap, second place car gets stuck and I get a good distance away from second place, and it stays like this till the end. In the tuning shop I get the top range tyres and brakes. Sorry red car. And just like in part 11, the fences screw me over. But later on I take a shortcut and jump back into first and gain a healthy lead. Second lap near the water tower, fences spoiling things again for me, but still in first. And at the end of lap 2 and halfway into lap 3, I'm about half a lap lead on the pack and then crash into a hay truck. I finish first comfortably. In the mod shop I buy a lot of exhaust parts. I usually fly into first, but not in person. Just to let you know that this is the last race of the career mode. So finish in the top 3, I'll complete the career mode, if I finish in the top 3. Back to the race. It's been a dodgy first lap so far, but I get into third position. On the same place in the previous lap, I land horribly and drop a few positions. I do stay with the pack, but later on I crash again and fall to 7th. In the third lap I'm still in 7th and struggling to keep up with the pack. In the final lap, in the same place, for the third time, it happens again. I finish, well, a joke really. Attempt 2. A wacky start as usual. Coming into the second lap, I'm in first place, but not for long. So the majority of this race is me trying to get back my lead, and near the end of the last lap, yellow car overtakes me and just destroys my chance of finishing in the top 3. Attempt 3, a flying start into the lead. I overshoot the turn and fall to second, but only briefly. With all these mistakes I'm making, I slip to second, and again, only briefly. And at last I finish in first place. And that, ladies and gentlemen, means I have completed the career mode. Maybe not getting 100% of all golds, but I got 100% in just finishing at least in the top 3. And that's fine by me. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's been quite a tricky game to play, considering I started playing FlatOut from the FlatOut 2 and Ultimate Carnage, which is technically kind of the same game. But you can tell from FlatOut 2 to the first FlatOut that they have improved massively on FlatOut 2 on the driving mechanics and the overall gameplay. Because the first one might be knocking it here a bit, but it's still a good game to say it's the first one they've done. But it is quite a hard, brutal game with very slippery controls of the cars, very arcadey. But like I said before, previously when I got to the gold class in this, the faster cars, or the blue one I had, they handle a lot more better. The other cars in general just are very slippery. The only way I can describe it is if you ever played GTA 4 driving mechanics. It is very similar to that, but I could put up with that, but I couldn't put up with the constant. If I clip a solid structure and I don't feel like I'm going that fast, my character will just bail out completely, and it just really annoys me that. Just petty little things just spoil the race. But I can understand with debris and that, like I hit a fence, sometimes it'll break, but sometimes I get stuck in the debris and that, and AI cars will bash me, because in the Data Destruction car, derby kind of race, so you expect that. But all in all, even though I'm knocking it a bit, it's not a bad racing game. But like I said, I played FlatOut 2 and then come to this, there is a big difference, so you can tell the second one they've improved a lot. But I'll stop rambling on because I'm turning it into a review. But that's it guys, I'll wrap it up. Finished FlatOut career mode. Thanks for watching guys, and take care.